Hello everyone, welcome to Exam Assure. There is an important notification update regarding the upcoming DDA examination for the multiple vacancies. So there are vacancies for the post of Deputy Director Planning, Assistant Director Planning, Planning Assistant, Deputy Director Architecture, Assistant Director Architecture, as well as Architectural Assistant. The important dates. So the registration for this examination begins from 6th of October and the last date for filling up your forms is 5th of November 2025. The exam tentatively will be somewhere between December to January. The dates would be notified later. As far as the eligibility criteria is concerned, in the update it is mentioned that for the post of Deputy Director Architect, the qualifications required are bachelor's degree in architecture along with master's degree in architecture or urban design, conservation, landscape or building engineering with at least minimum 5 years of experience in work, as well as the candidate should be a registered member of the Council of Architecture. For the post of Deputy Director Planning, the eligibility criteria is that the candidate should have a bachelor's degree either in planning, architecture, civil engineering, municipal engineering, or master's degree in geography, sociology, economics. Other than that, post graduation in planning with specialization in any of the fields of planning, be it urban planning, housing, transportation, environmental, etc. Along with that, a minimum experience of 5 years is required. For the post of assistant director in planning, the candidate should be of maximum of 35 years of age. For the educational qualification, the candidate should have a bachelor's degree either in planning, architecture, civil engineering, municipal engineering, or master's in geography, sociology, economics, along with your post graduation. Now, this post graduation in planning is applicable to the bachelor's degree in planning, architecture, or civil. So, post graduation in planning with specialization in any of the fields of planning, urban planning, housing, transportation, etc. Here, the experience is not mentioned, so that is not mandatory over here. For the post of assistant director, architect, the maximum age should be 35 years of age. The qualifications required are a bachelor's degree in architecture, along with post graduation in architecture or urban design, conservation, landscape, or building engineering, and the candidate should be registered with the Council of Architecture. For the post of planning assistant, the maximum age limit is 30 years and the candidate should have either a bachelor's degree in architecture or in planning. For the post of architectural assistant, the maximum age limit is of 30 years and the candidate should have a degree in architecture. Another important note for which many candidates also had a doubt is that you can apply for more than one post. So you need to, if as per the eligibility criteria, you are eligible to apply for more than one post, you may do so. You need to, however, apply separately for each of the posts. Along with that, what the notification says is that in case of any clash during the test time, so let's say if you are eligible for two papers and both of them are on the same day at the same time, in that case, you will have to choose which one can you appear for. There will be no request for change in test date time examination will not be entertained by DDA. And if you wish to apply for more than one post, separate application fee will be required for each post that you are applying for differently. Along with that, another important note on the educational qualification and experience, it says that the candidates who have only appeared for their examination right now are not eligible for for applying for the posts. You need to have your mark sheet or certificate way before 5th of November 2025. So here it clearly mentions that the date of declaration of result mentioned on the mark sheet certificate will be treated as the date of possession of that particular qualification. So whatever date is mentioned on your degree certificate or mark sheet, that date will be considered as the date on which you have got your qualification. And that date should be before 5th of November 2025. Also, it reads that it is reiterated that the result of the requisite educational qualification must have been declared by the board university on or before the last date, that is 5th of November, of the application. Mere processing of result by the board or university by the crucial cutoff date does not fulfill the essential qualification requirement. So, on your certificate or mark sheet, the date shall be that of before 5th of November 2025. Next, important thing, it also says that where experience is required, the experience would be counted after you have completed your educational qualification for that concerned post. Here, internship, training, research experience that is gained during the course of acquiring your educational qualification will not be counted as an experience. So, during our bachelor's in architecture or otherwise, we have internships. So, those will not be counted as a part of your experience. Another important thing, candidates to ensure their eligibility for the post applied. Candidates applying for the above four post should ensure that they fulfill the eligibility criteria before this closing date, that is 5th of November 2025. Coming to the exam pattern and marking scheme. So for the post of Deputy Director, Architecture, Planning, and Assistant Director, Planning as well as Architecture, the examination that will be conducted will be in two stages, that is stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 1, which is a computer-based examination, will have 150 questions for 2 hours. This is another important change. Earlier, it used to be 120 questions for 2 hours. Now it will be 150 questions in 2 hours. Along with that, now stage 1 basically is divided into two parts. Part 1 is going to be for your respective domain, that is architecture or planning, whichever discipline you are giving the examination for. And part 2 consists of your aptitude. So in that you have reasoning, quantitative aptitude, general awareness, English language, and computer knowledge. Earlier, computer knowledge was not there. This has been added from this time. Coming to stage 2, here you will have an interview of 15 marks. So the candidates who qualify stage 1 and who are shortlisted in stage 1 will be eligible to go to stage 2 and will be interviewed for the selection. So your final selection is going to be done based on your score in stage 1 as well as the score in stage 2. For the post of planning assistant and architectural assistant, there will be only stage 1 where you will be having a computer-based examination of 150 questions for 2 hours MCQ type. Again, this is also divided into two parts where part 1 is of the respective discipline and part 2 will be of your aptitude, reasoning, etc. So in case um, you may Click on the link in the description given below to go through the detailed notification, as well as don't forget to apply for the post from 6th of October. Thank you.